gentlemen, and those who are neither, wherever you are in the world. I'm Rambling Rusty Elm, and this is Rambling with Rusty. Last time on Rambling with Rusty, we finished off a number of various quests in the areas we've been adventuring in, and today we are back in the city of Horizon, where we have reacquired our main quest storyline, or main story quest line, however you want to phrase it. And we have a few quests, or a couple of quests it looks like here in Horizon, that we're going to get into and get back into our story. So, without further ado, let's get back into it. Let's see, touches on the brass blade in Horizon, has a task for an unoccupied adventurer. Well, looking for a task to fill your morning, adventurer? I may have just the thing. If you're not feeling squeamish, here's the job. I need you to draw 4 bottles worth of blood from the mongrels that roam to the south of here. Once you have enough, take that foul fluid to the brass blade by the name of Nananzo. You should find him somewhere along the road out of Horizon, bemoaning his terrible fortune, no doubt. Happy hunting. To the south of here, huh? It's gonna be down there somewhere. Fafalupa, what do you got for me? Missing courier. Pray allow me to enlist your aid, brave adventurer. I would have you ascertain the whereabouts of a missive I sent to Lost Hope the other day. Captain Leofric is stationed there. Ever since he was transferred, we've exchanged letters, but never before has it taken so long to receive a reply. And so I fear the courier may have met with more misfortune en route. She must have made it to Central Thanalon, where the brass blades that patrol the roads between here and Scorpion Crossing would have seen something. But if she made it as far as Black Brush Station, she would have surely delivered the letter by now. Lost Hope is practically on its doorstep. I suggest you focus your search on the road to Black Brush Station in Central Thanalon. With luck, you will find her quickly. What do you want with me then? Well, I want to give you this blood. This mongrel bud. Thank the gods, now I can finally head back to Horizon. Mongrels are the natural enemy of most other predators. You see, throw their thick blood onto a fire and the result stench will send beastkin fleeing for miles around. Miles around. Makes light work of our patrols as long as we have a steady supply of the rather nasty stuff. I'll wager you can guess which brass blade picked the short straw to kill mongrels this time around. Thanks to you, I'm off to enjoy a hot meal and a tankard. May that golden halls await you in the afterlife. Cool. Oh, this looks fun. Letter I. I've got Fafalupa's missive right here. I won't be delivering it anytime soon, though. I've got to tend to my bird injured leg first. Even though the most minor cuts can fester if ignored. Fafalupa sent you right. If this is a pressing matter, why don't you take it to the rest of the way? Lost Hope's just past Blackbrush Station to the northeast. Look for the tents by the river. I don't think I've caught these yet. Doesn't look right. Oh, the tents by the river. Here we go. I sent you all this way because of a little late letter. Boy is still far too earnest. Despite my demotion, he continues to call me captain. I suspect he has no idea what it means to be transferred to Lost Hope either. The Blades don't give a Kikrin's arse about the settlement. No one in Ul'dah does. All here have been forsaken adventurers, refugees, their protectors, and you will be too if you are seen associating with us. Well, let's see what he's got. Man, I thought you told you to get out of here. What, looking for a chance to do some good? I guess I can't force you to leave. Damn stubborn adventurers, the lot of you. Fine then, listen well. Band of outlaws has taken up residence in the Quiveron Manse on the ridge to the south. Their leader is styled himself heir to Eland Quiveron, the syndicate member who died in the calamity. The Baron and his cronies are not more than a pack of jackals. They prey on the people of Lost Hope, robbing them of what little they have. I myself cannot act without endangering the refugees, as they know my face and will retaliate against Lost Hope. You, however, are not known to the bandits or their allies. If you wish to help us, then deal with the Baron. Luke, is this you got a few beasts down in your days? Would you mind putting down a few more? A friend of mine has taken ill and simply must have gigantode secretions from the liver of a toxic toad to treat him. 2 vials would suffice. Okay. Thank the gods you're here, adventurer. You must help us. The other day I spied bandits from the Quiver man selling gemstones to the smugglers, and not just any stones. Raw Nashakite. With that kind of wealth, they could purchase finer arms than the Sultan's worn. After that, they'd surely seek revenge on the people of Lost Hope for defying them in the past. They'd slaughter Leofric and anyone else who fought back, and then they'd have their way with me and the other women. Spare us this horrible fate, adventurer, I beg you. Steal the Nashakite from the Quiveron mines and bring it to me. Yeah. What's you got for me? Don't suppose you'd be willing to do a favor for a miner down on his luck? Rumor is a man named Berengar at Blackborough Station is looking. I'd go see him myself, but my wife's taken ill and needs tended to. If you'd be so kind as to take my application to this Berenger fellow, I'd be in your debt. Berenger, state your business, quick. Another miner looking for work, is it? Let's see, everything's looking to be in order. Alright, I'll go ahead and add them to the list. These refugees are a bloody 12 sin. They break their backs for next to nothing. And when they're washed up, there's always another to take their spot. Poor fools dig up pebbles worth more than they'll see in their whole lifetime. Eorzea can be a right cool place at times, but I ain't one to change what ain't broke. Bone of Amelie. Doesn't give me anything. Strength, dexterity. I guess I'll take that. Character recommended gear. Equip. Find these baddies. You there. Did the consortium send you? No, well, that is of no matter. You are here now. Now you shall help me. The lawless thugs who squat there in that ramshackle manse have stolen my precious cargo, and I require you to retrieve it. How many stolen? Crates returned 0. Retrieve my crates yet. Is it all? I could have sworn there were more. Countless more. fail. How many of those fuckers are you supposed to give him? Oh well. Find the toads. Where were the toads? Alternative medicine. Okay, so down around the bend. Okay, that's two. Oh, bless you. You are not a moment too soon. After some light preparation, I'll be able to give this to my friend. He has always had a weak heart. Were he rich, he could take the mails and regions he needs, and we would have no need for such foolishness. Hope is not all that is lost to us here. Gil and good health are scarce as well, and necessary evil in a nation such as Ul'dah, I suppose. The few at the top feast and flourish, while many at the bottom starve and suffer. Hard leather thigh boots. So it is done. Good. I hope that wretch died screaming. Ul'dah is more prosperous than ever someday. Say that may be true for the syndicate, but none is all the murmurs faced. One day I refused to play my part, and so I was made to leave the stage. A murmur's farce. One day I refused to play my part, and so I was made to leave the stage. My time has passed. The brass blades of the rose must look to others for guidance. Hempen bracers, hempen dress gloves. It was so unbearable having to watch from the shadows while the bandits sold those precious gemstones. Nashikai. Excellent work, adventurer. You've dealt the bandits a crippling blow. And finally, after being consigned to this shantytown for moons, a chance to improve the plight of the people. Of course, yes. Improve their plight. I shall put the Nashikai to good use. Don't worry. Yeah, you were only in it for yourself. We all know this. Cotton bandana. Brass spectacles. Well, that says it's worth something to me, so... Deliver an item to Horizon. As you may have noticed, I'm in no shape to leave Lost Hope right now, so in my stead, I'd like you to return to Horizon and give this dagger to Fafalupa. Although it's just an old ornamental dagger, it belongs with the brass blades of the rose. Aye, I should have given it to the boy before I came here. Alrighty. That's part of a... Seems like every time I get involved in one of those, it goes not good. Rest here. Received word from Captain Leofric the other day. Thank you for delivering the letter. Hand over. What? Why do you have that dagger? Only a captain of the brass blades of the rose is permitted to possess it. Says I'm to have it. There must be some mistake. He couldn't Of course not. I'm not worthy to wield it. Nevertheless, I shall respect the captain's wishes and take the dagger into safekeeping until he comes to restore me. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna have to take a short pause here. Alrighty then, let's see. Let's see, Fafalupa needs you to assist a fellow brass blade. Except, brass blades of the rose have need of your assistance once more, Rusty. Thaumaturges from the ossuary are presently surveying the footfalls for ancient relics. As the area is rife with wild beasts, the Horizon garrison has been charged with their security. Captain Baldurin sent only a handful of brass blades. Despite his assurances to the contrary, such a small unit cannot possibly be sufficient to protect our patrons. I would have you offer your assistance to my comrades. Pray, travel to the footfalls and speak with Totoruna. And the footfalls are where? Footfalls would be in these caves from the looks of it. And I was down here before without even realizing it. The bleeding venturer come to help. I ain't heard nothing from Captain Baldwin about this. He said trusted men only. Any road, we've got this under control, and besides, this operation ain't got nothing to do with Fafalupa. Boy's got a stick up his arse the size of a subotender. It's no wonder the captain told him to stay in Horizon. Bronze Scotum. I thought you didn't want my help. Since you're here, might as well make yourself useful. The Orobons swimming around the site are disrupting the Thaumaturge's work.
Which means we've got to slaughter the lot of them.
You can help us out by killing 6 of the beasts. Let me know when you've finished. Much obliged, Venture. That's 6 fewer Oberon to pester our guests. Truth be told, that thaumaturges could have brought their own escort from the city, but seeing as they wanted to take a gander at ruins this close to Horizon, the officers reckoned we'd be held responsible for any incidents regardless, so here we are. Ain't that much work, but we still gotta stay on guard. If an Orabone so much as nibbles on one of their toes, we're liable to lose all ours. Nanuzafu wants you to deliver a message. The adventurer mind running a message to Cranston Cove for us. Captain Baldwin's planning some festivities at the Thaumaturges. For the Thaumaturges, see, and he wants them treated to the finest food and drink, nothing but the best for our distinguished guests, eh? Head west and south to the village and tell Rafe that he's to deliver a bounty of fresh fish to Horizon for the feast. For fresh fish for Captain Baldwin. Of course. We will do our best, sir. Unfortunately, we've had a poor catch in recent days on account of the rough seas. More boats should be returning soon, but I cannot promise that their catch will be. Don't worry, sir. The captain will have his fish, I swear. Bronze Spatha. Hard leather helmets. Decorative bone staff. I think I'll go ahead and grab that. Ozzy. Vexed by litter in the area. Ugh, what a pain in the bloody arse. Who do those Laminsons think they are anyway? Just look at all this, would you? A merchant from Limsa Lominse dumped this junk when he shipped out. Claimed it wasn't fit for selling, so he just up and left it. Barbarians, what passes for adequate across the strait in this lane? Don't suppose I could ask you to clean up the rest for me, eh? Please, I've picked up so much junk already, there might be a fair... The sight of it fair makes me gag. Come back here again, so. Thank you, friend. Seeing this place clean again does my spirit good, though I suppose some of the other Laminson merchant will be by before long and leave more filth. I hate my life. Let's see, hard leather kegs, striped cotton slops, middling, seeks help removing debris. Have some time to spare for an old fishwife friend. I've nets what need tending, as you can probably tell. These nets you see hanging here are used to hauling in fish. Problem is, in the doing, they dredge up all manner of junk from the sea bottom. I'd be grateful if you pick any debris from them you might find. Tell you 'tis no easy thing being a fishwife when not mending nets, patching sails. I'm praying to Limelane for still waters and a hearty haul. Still, I wouldn't trade the hard work for anything. Hard leather, hempen robe. Marilda may have stumbled upon a secret. You are an adventurer, are you not? I know this is sudden, but I have no one else to turn to. Last night a gang of bandits from the Quiveron Manse were in their cups, and I overheard them discussing their plans. Seems they've come to collect gemstones stolen from the Copperbell mines. Nashikite, I think I heard one say. They are to meet with their co-conspirator soon, at the Footfalls. Illicit exchanges and shadow reading. I never imagined I'd uncover a criminal conspiracy right outside Horizon's gates. We must act quickly if we are to apprehend these thieves. I will notify Captain Baldwin at once. No, wait, you mustn't. Oh, gods. You must stop him before it's too late. Captain Baldwin himself is working with the bandits. I can help with that. Commence paddle. Oh, my captain, my captain. Level 18. Okay, well, looks like we're fighting. Captain Baldwin, sir, I've discovered something shocking, something horrible. Someone has been stealing gemstones from the Copperbell mines and... Wait, those gauntlets, those boots. Why, you're one of the Culveron's men, sir. That man is a thief and a scoundrel. And what of it? His coin's good, and that's what counts. What, Captain Baldwin? Why are you working with these men? It cannot be. I told you to stay in Horizon Fafalupa. It didn't have to be like this. They'd get their Nashikite, and I'd get my Gil, and none would be the wiser. But, sir, what if your crimes are uncovered? What if Lord Lolorito finds out? You God's damned fool, don't you see? I'm acting under the authority of Lord Lolorito himself. That cannot be true. Why do you think people join the Brass Blades, Fafalupa? To serve and protect? Ha! We're not the bloody flames here. We do this for the coin. You there, adventurer, do you remember me? Well, I remember you. I'm Sir Baron von Quiveron, the 4th Esquire. You killed my brother, and now I'm going to return the favor. Well, that settles it. Clearly in everyone's best interest that both of you die. Duty complete. That's enough, Baldwin. No, fine. Be that way. Your partner is dead and your plans are undone. There's no reason left to fight.
Stay out of this, Leofric.
I don't take orders from you. I may have spared your life before, but if you interfere, I will not show you mercy. And what mercy will he show you, I wonder? You who have done so much in another man's name. What are you blathering about? Every fisherman in Crescent Cove knew about your meeting, you arrogant fool. Quiveron's men couldn't keep their mouths shut. Imagine Lord Lolorito's surprise when he learns that a rank-and-file brass blade was using his name to advance a personal agenda. He knows 7 hells, but I'm a captain. He wouldn't. I was once a captain too, remember? And we both know what happened to me. Well fought, boy. You've done the brass blades of the Rose proud. Captain Leofric, Captain Beldrin, he said that Lord Lolorito wouldn't waste his time on a small-scale smuggling operation. This is all Baldwin's doing. What else did he say? That all our brethren are no better? That each and every one cares for naught but coin? Ha! Mere excuse to justify his schemes. We've no shortage of greedy sods, some who'd probably sell their own mothers into slavery if the price was right. But there are men like you, Fafalupa, men good and true, whom the small folk respect, which is why I gave you the dagger. The brass blades of the Rose need a leader with honor, and you are the most honorable man I know. Captain! Thank you for all your help, Rusty. The captain and I will escort Baldwin back to Horizon. Pray visit me in town when next you return. Well, that's going to bring us to the end of today's episode, folks. I hope you've enjoyed exploring a little bit more of Thanolin and Aoria with me. When we come back, we will continue on the quest line and go meet with Fafalupa up in Horizon. Until then, I'm Rambling Rusty Elm. Have a good night, and don't forget to stop and smell the roses.